Ever wondered what happens when a big mouth meets an even bigger reality? It's a question that dances on the edges of our social interactions, isn't it? In a world where many are drawn to the allure of being a bad girl, the risks of a loose tongue often get overlooked. But what happens when our words ignite a fire we can't control? When the thrill of being tough meets the harsh truth of real toughness? Let's dive into the story of a bad girl who got a hefty dose of reality. Meet Sam, a self-proclaimed bad girl, known for her big mouth and unchecked confidence. Sam fancied herself as a leader, a trailblazer, a role model for those around her. Her audacious spirit was undeniable, and it was this very spirit that earned her the reputation of being a bad girl. But was this reputation a badge of honor or a ticking time bomb? Let's delve into her story. Sam was a chatterbox, her words flowing like a rapid river, often without a filter or a pause. She had an opinion about everything and wasn't shy about expressing it. This lack of restraint, while sometimes amusing, often landed her in hot water. Her words, sharp as arrows, had the potential to wound, and wound they did. Take, for instance, the time when she publicly criticized her boss's decision at a company meeting. Her words, although truthful, were brash and disrespectful. The aftermath? A stern warning and a damaged reputation. But did this deter Sam? Not in the slightest. Then there was the incident at her friend's wedding. In a misguided attempt to be humorous, she made a snide comment about the couple's choice of wedding attire. This time, her words led to hurt feelings and strained friendships. But the pinnacle of her big-mouthed escapades was yet to come. At a local bar, she decided to challenge a notorious gang leader, thinking her tough talk would earn her respect. She boasted about her toughness, about how she wasn't afraid of anyone. Her words echoed through the bar, drawing the attention of everyone present. But Sam's unchecked confidence and big mouth were about to lead her into a situation she wouldn't easily escape. Little did she know, there were people far tougher than she imagined. People who didn't just talk about their toughness, but showed it. And they were about to give Sam a reality check she'd never forget. One day, Sam crossed paths with a person tougher than she ever imagined. Picture this, a character who's seen their fair share of life, weathered many storms, and carries an aura that commands respect. Not out of fear, but out of sheer admiration for their resilience. This individual wasn't swayed by Sam's grandiose words or her facade of toughness. Instead, they calmly looked Sam in the eye, a glint of wisdom reflecting from their gaze. They didn't raise their voice, didn't counter her bravado with their own. They simply said, "Words are wind, actions are stone. You can either be a gust that blows away or a rock that withstands all." It was a simple statement, but it hit Sam like a ton of bricks. She felt her bravado crumble, her facade fall away. She was left standing there, feeling smaller than she'd ever felt before. This was the moment of realization for Sam. She understood that her words had consequences, that she was not invincible. She realized that there were people who were stronger, not because they talked about it, but because they showed it through their actions. She discovered that true strength isn't about how loud you can be, but about how resilient you can become. It was a wake-up call that Sam wasn't ready for, but desperately needed. In the aftermath of her reality check, Sam had a lot to ponder. The bravado that once defined her started to fade away, replaced by a newfound understanding. She learned that real strength doesn't come from putting on a tough facade, but from leading with actions that speak louder than words. She realized that anyone can talk a big game. It's those who walk the walk that make a real difference. She began to embody the role of a leader, not a follower. She understood that leadership isn't about being the loudest in the room, but about making decisions that benefit not just oneself, but the collective. She discovered that toughness isn't about provoking others or seeking conflict. It's about resilience, standing your ground when necessary, and knowing when to step back. She found out that there's always someone tougher out there, and that it's better to learn from them than to challenge them. Sam learned the hard way that being a bad girl isn't all it's cracked up to be, and that sometimes silence truly is golden.